I'm Naomi.
I'm Taya.
And we're Poly staffers here at Poly, and you might know us from our new podcast, Two Peas in a Podcast. And we're here today
With the cast and production of The Curious Incident of the Dog at Nighttime, and we're just going to ask a few questions regarding the play. So what caused you to gravitate towards doing this show?
I had read the book. It's probably been 20 years now. Fantastic book and filled with imagery. And I was shocked and kind of surprised, really, that National Theatre in London was going to try to mount it as a play. I was so intrigued. And then I got to go see the play in London, and then I saw it again in New York and in LA. And each time I've seen it, I just was struck by how artistic, how sensitive, how remarkable the stage production was, and how true to the idea of the book, because it all takes place in Chris's head, the protagonist's head, and yet we get to see what's going on in Chris's head on stage.
So you're playing a kid on the spectrum or who has autism, right? Did you have any worries about playing Chris at all?
Part of it is Chris doesn't smile.
And we are both very smiley people. And so it's just very hard to where it's like, he doesn't smile. They don't smile. So then you just smile and it's like, oh my goodness, we can't.
We smile in between scenes.
That is true. It's like, once it's like, scene's over, just for like a second and then just back into character.
So come previews, we're going to have risers for the audience to sit on. They'll be on stage, and we're going to have a giant wall that's going to be made for projections to be projected on, and the stage will be painted black, and it's going to have a really cool grid pattern painted onto it with a bunch of play boxes, and some of them that light up will be on the stage.
So what is your favorite thing about the show at the moment?
It's just really fun. It's not like anything else I've ever done before, and so it's really cool to like branch out more.
It's also very cool as to how in certain scenes you have to really work with the ensemble a lot. In fact that there is a lot of ensemble. In fact, for a certain scene, the ensemble has to lift me and Hayden in the air, both twice while we're sitting crisscross, and while we're also just sort of like a Superman. And it's very, very fun and also super challenging sometimes, because where Chris has to move their arms like this, and it's kind of difficult to do that, because it's like you don't want to poke someone in the head or anything.
Question: what is an ensemble?
Real question.
An ensemble is like the group of people, like, you know, there's like the main characters and everything, and the ensemble are the people that are...
Yeah, they kind of help bring the show a lot more together.
But like, what caused you to direct Curious Incident? Like, what was your main reasoning of why you wanted to direct and be part of this play?
Well, I had always really wanted to try directing. I had a lot of friends that were student directors last year in our shows, and they did such wonderful jobs, and I always wanted to be on that side of the stage rather than acting, because last year I was just an actor or a makeup artist for all of our shows. But now to take on the director position and get to really put together a show is so cool, and I was really surprised when they announced that I was going to be directing it, because there were so many people in the room that were like interested, that were far more qualified than I was, and I'd never done it before, so I was like, I don't know. I was really scared. I thought I was going to be awful at it. But it seems to be going really well, and you know, I'm so proud of everyone and proud of myself. Not to like toot my own horn or anything, but it's been a challenge, but it's been a lot of fun.
So I hear that this particular play has a large ensemble. How are you utilizing the large ensemble to contribute to the storyline?
That's a really good question. So a lot of the ensemble movement is just, they're kind of, I'm going to describe how the set is because the audience will be on stage with us. And how it's going to feel is like we're all inside of Christopher's brain. But in our version, it'll be Christina because it's played by two females. So we changed her name to Christina. So we're inside of Christina's brain, and the ensemble is like, to Christina, they're just kind of there. Like, we're obviously going to see them, but Christina is in her own little world, and she's floating in the air. The ensemble doesn't even exist to her. And they throw her around, they lift her. Sometimes they're just random people. They're all just kind of the background to Christina.
What's special about it is that the audience is going to sit on the stage and they'll be on all sides of the play. So normally they'd just be like in the audience, but this way they'll be really close up, really intimate, and they'll be looking at it from all three sides.
It's powerful, it's great theater. It still stands as the best straight play, meaning a play without music, that I've ever seen. And I'm so excited to be able to bring it and put it on my stage here at Poly.